Another cigar review coming your way. I'm Garrett from Twin Tobacco, and today we have the Alec Bradley Black Market Filthy Hooligan Barber Pole Edition. What a mouthful. We got it in Toro. Can you guys hear that? Oh my gosh, there's like cats and... I gotta have the windows open, of course, for the, future cigar smoke to come. But man, those cats are going at it right when I started filming. Anyways, today we're looking at the filthy... Right, well, the cats have finally stopped fighting outside. I did have to shout at one of them, but I think he heard me. Today, yeah, I'm very excited to have this guy. It's a very distinctive and unique cigar, and it's been in my humidor just looking at me for a year, just being like, hey, when are you gonna try me? Hey, you keep skipping me. So, today's the day. Real quick, before we inspect the cigar and light her up, there is a regular black market edition that I also have in my humidor, so I will be reviewing that in the near future. Let's inspect the cigar. The Candela wrapper is very, very matte. You have a Honduran Candela wrapper wrapped around a Nicaraguan, what's the exact word? Jalapa Maduro wrappers. I have plenty of Maduro experience under my belt, but I'm not sure about a Jalapa Maduro. All new things to look forward to from this cigar. It's got a very consistent pack, no obvious spongy, inconsistent areas. I'm seeing a bit of glue. The Maduro wrapper has a nice sheen to it. Nice sweet tobacco and subtle grass. Could it be? No, it's a double cap. For a second I thought it might be a triple cap because the Maduro wrapper has two different shades. One of the caps is the Candela wrapper and one of the caps is the Maduro wrapper, just to keep it nice and consistent all the way up to the top. I like that. And I really like the label with the green as well. This is a special release from Alec Bradley for St. Patrick's Day. Enough of me talking, let's cut it up, toast it up, and see what it tastes like. Great draw, caps holding strong. All good so far. Whoa. Very unique taste. Gotta say, great smoke output off that first light. The green wrapper seems to be burning a little bit faster, but I was hit with a bold, bitter kind of bold, bitter grass flavor. Real bitter, but then there was some layers. There were some hints of like a leather and an earth also, but yeah, I'm thinking I got a lot of that Candela in the first light. I read online that this is supposed to be kind of a medium cigar, but that was a very bold flavor. Definitely not medium bodied, at least off the beginning. Anyways, very interested in this one. I'll check back in with you guys in the next third. Okay, we are 18 minutes in and things are going great. As you can see, it's burning not perfect, but it's burning well enough, self-correcting as we move along. The boldness of that first light and first puff has definitely dipped down. Now we're getting that medium that we expected. It seems like some puffs I'll be getting maybe a little bit more Candela or a little bit more Maduro, but because they're going around each other symmetrically, the blend is pretty good. A quick brief history on what I've had, my experience with Candela wrappers. It's a pretty rare wrapper type. You don't see that many of them. And in my whole catalog of cigars smoked, you could say, I've been smoking cigars only for about 12 or 13 years. I've only smoked that I could recall about 3 Candela wrappers, and none of them I enjoyed at all. Those, however, were full Candela wrappers, and maybe they weren't the greatest ones. The ones that I recall in the past just tasted like raw tobacco leaves, like bitter, kind of almost oleander raw tobacco. This, maybe they've decided to fix that issue by mixing it with a Maduro. It has brought the body up less mild, and it's also adding some complexity. I took down some notes. Slight oil on the tongue, as well as slightly bitter grass, but with a nice blend of some cocoa. Also some quick notes about the inner construction of the cigar. It's got an Ecuadorian Sumatra binder, as well as long fillers from Honduras and Panama. You don't see too much Panama tobacco in cigars these days. Anyways, I'll check back with you guys in the next third. "48 minutes in, about at the halfway mark, and I need to take off this first band here. Before I did a touch-up light, I wanted to show you guys what kind of burn issues you probably can expect with this cigar. So here, let me relight that real quick. With touch-up lights, just a light little touch is all it usually takes. You don't want to overcook it and get the cigar too hot. I also wanted to point out, when I went to take off the first band, there's way too much glue on the first band. So this first band is coming off rather difficultly. It's totally tearing. Let's see if any of that glue spilled onto the wrapper, and good. As long as it doesn't tear apart the wrappers of the cigar, I don't really care. Now let's go into flavor. One second. Flavor-wise, it hasn't changed too much. It's that same medium-bodied, slightly bitter tobacco flavor, as well as with hints of cocoa and coffee. Gonna say it right now, already my favorite Candela wrapper cigar. As I said earlier, not much to compare it to, however. I also wanted to point out that this cigar also has the same blend as the Alec Bradley, the regular Alec Bradley Black Market. It's just the wrappers that are slightly different. So I'm looking forward to trying the original Black Market even more now. I'll keep smoking and we'll check back in for the final third. An hour and 30 minutes in. The burn's going pretty decent. I did have to have a couple more touch-up lights, but I'm learning to live with, because it is quite a unique cigar. Flavor-wise, the body picked up in the final third, and I gotta say I'm enjoying all of it. One thing to note, I did write down in my notes for the second third that I caught a bit of citrus, and I forgot to mention that in the final third, that citrus has become much more apparent. It's just a nice creamy blend of oil, earth, leather, and that bitter citrus. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this. Let's move on to final thoughts. I'm really enjoying the fact that it's medium bodied and slightly medium full at the end there, but that the strength is down. I did have a little bit of nicotine, so I'm enjoying some macadamia nuts with some chocolate, as well as some raisins and almonds, which are great snacks I like to go to. I just also realized that this is a St. Patrick's Day release cigar, and while today is not St. Patrick's Day, it just complete coincidence, I decided to pair the cigar with a Guinness. I picked the Guinness because of its like mellow velvetyness and not super bold and hoppy, and it's going great with this cigar. And I'm also wearing a green shirt, so some happy coincidences, and I'm definitely gonna be looking at getting some of these for the next St. Patrick's Day. It's pretty hot right now, so I'm gonna say the final smoke time is about an hour and 30 to an hour and 40. This cigar, it's with its medium strength, it's great for any time after afternoon. I think it's a great bang for buck value. With it being two different wrapper types, I could only imagine that with some aging it gets a little bit better. I did age mine for over a year, so that probably did help some. All around a great cigar and a good time. Anyways, I'll leave it with that. Be sure to drop a comment letting me know what other Alec Bradley cigars you want me to go ahead and review, or also maybe mention some other limited releases or holiday cigars that come to your mind. Have a good day, keep smoking, we'll catch you next time.